aquaculture, growing seafood, create stewards of the environment because the farmers become literally invested in the environment. If somehow the environment gets harmed, their business will be harmed eventually. Oyster farming is an exception in that it's already very environmentally friendly, and I have to think of the decisions as business decisions, otherwise the business won't continue to thrive. Business decisions really in this industry have to be environmentally conscious. This year we produced over 1 million market-sized oysters. What you really want to achieve when you grow an oyster is consistency. You want a deep cup, you want a nice thick shell so it's easy to shuck. You want to maintain consistent shape so when a chef purchases the oyster and they're on the plate, they're all very uniform. Because we handle them a lot, we tumble them a lot, it creates a thicker shell, a nicer cup. It's not as large of an oyster, but the cup is very deep and the shell is very thick. The actual meat in it is very plump. And that is really what our name has gotten out to be, that oyster that's medium or petite and consistent. Really, oysters are like wines. Depending on how oysters grown is going to lend to the flavor, the texture, also the time of year that it's harvested. The pond where we grow the oysters and the method that we use using a rack and bag system is really what is going to create our product. We can use the same system and the same oyster seed and do it in Narragansett Bay, and we'd have a totally different product in 2 years. Our restaurant's unique. What we take a lot of pride in is the product that we put out, the fact that we're getting our oysters from other employees that are growing the oysters and our vegetables from other employees that are growing the vegetables. And it's, quite gratifying to see the different teams, the vegetable farmers, oyster farmers, people in the kitchen, people in the front of the house, all working together. And it's not so much to be that fancier atmosphere, but to provide food that is as good as or better than the food you might find at a really high-end restaurant. Excited to increase vegetable production, continue to increase the oyster production, continue to incorporate more of our local product with more of the local seafood that's wild-caught produce that we grow. Get better and better every year. And because of that, we get busier and busier every year, and it seems to go smoother and smoother too. We can just keep that going.